Welcome to this guided meditation, focused on recognizing and releasing cognitive distortions or faulty thinking patterns. These are those automatic thought patterns that can cloud your perception and create anxiety. Throughout your life, you may have developed ways of thinking that have been robbing you of inner peace and limiting your potential. These thought patterns often go unnoticed consciously, yet they can profoundly impact how you view yourself, others, and the world around you. In the next few minutes, we're going to embark on this gentle journey inward, creating a safe space to relearn these old thinking patterns and create new and empowering beliefs. Together, we'll learn to recognize common thought distortions and develop the tools to challenge them within the subconscious mind, allowing a more balanced and peaceful thought process to emerge. So find a comfortable position and know that you're taking an important step towards your own peace of mind and emotional freedom. Now remember, it takes 21 to 30 days to create new neuroconnections in your mind. So I encourage you to listen to this recording each night as you fall asleep for a total of 30 days. I know you will be pleasantly surprised by the changes in your thinking over the next month. So now let's begin this journey of self-discovery together. So imagine for a moment that your mind is like a grand artist's palette, rich with every possible shade and color that you could ever imagine. Each experience, each choice, and every outcome you face is like a brush stroke on this canvas. Now, black and white may be striking, but a true masterpiece is never made with just two colors. The most breathtaking works of art are created with subtle blends, gradients, and hues that weave together to create something far more beautiful than stark contrast alone. Now, your mind is the same. There's no need to see the world in only absolutes of success or failure, right or wrong. Your life, like a masterpiece, is a blend of learning, of growth, and evolution. Even when one brushstroke feels off, it's never the whole painting. The artist always has the power to blend and reshape and reimagine. And you are the artist of your own life. With every choice, you're adding depth and beauty and richness to your story. No single moment, no single brushstroke defines the whole masterpiece. So now as you breathe in deeply, just begin to notice the space between the extremes. It's like walking along a path lined with trees on both sides. Now in the past, perhaps you only saw the left or the right side of the path. You saw one side as right and the other side as wrong. But now you notice that the path is wide, full of possibilities. With every step forward, you're walking along the middle ground where true growth happens. The path shifts and curves, but it's never a straight line. And you realize now that every step that you take forward counts. Every step has value, whether it's fast or slow, straight or curved. Even if you stumble a bit as you move forward, you're still making progress. The journey you are on is not about perfection. It's about movement. And every step that you've ever taken has moved you forward, even when you did not realize it. This path is yours alone to walk, and no single misstep could ever erase the progress on this journey. Now just allow yourself to feel a deep sense of peace washing over you as you recognize the power of flexible thinking. It's like holding two truths in the same hand. You can be proud of what you've done and you can still strive for more. You can have made mistakes and still be worthy of love and respect and success. Your mind is flexible, like a tree that bends in the wind but does not break. Each breeze that moves through it only strengthens it, not weakens it. And you can feel that strength growing within you now. You're no longer confined by all or nothing. Instead, you now see every experience as part of a larger, flowing journey. Every success and every setback is just another thread in the tapestry of your life. No thread is wasted. Each one makes the fabric stronger and more vibrant and more unique. You can't see the full beauty of the tapestry when you're too close. But as you step back, you begin to see it. You see yourself as whole, complete, but ever evolving. No single moment in your life defines you, and every part of your story matters. So that you now realize that a single event or one mistake does not define you or your abilities. You've learned and you've grown from every experience that you've ever had, and no single moment has the power to overshadow your entire journey. Every experience is a small part of a much bigger picture. And when you see yourself as a whole, you recognize that every choice, every effort, and even every setback is part of your evolution. So it's safe to release the need to label yourself based on any one moment. You are far more than a single event. You are capable, resilient, and ever learning. And right now, you're choosing to see yourself in this fuller, more complete way. And as you continue to breathe steadily, gently, you feel your mind opening to a new understanding. You no longer accept the idea that one result or one setback defines you. You're not limited by any single experience or a single mistake. You know that every effort you make only adds to your growth and your wisdom. Each time you try, you gain more knowledge, more strength, and more clarity. Even moments that once felt like failures are now seen as steps forward, because you are constantly moving forward, learning and improving. And this truth is now deeply rooted in your mind. Every attempt is progress. You are always growing. And from this moment forward, your mind becomes keenly aware of the abundance of positives to be found in experiences. Your awareness is sharpening, and you naturally see the good, the growth, and the progress in every situation. No longer limited to focusing on a single detail, your mind effortlessly highlights all of the successes, all the wins, and every moment of support and strength. It's as if your mind has now been trained to search for and amplify the good. Each day this ability grows stronger, and you trust yourself to see things in their fullness. The beauty, the growth, and the lessons, even in the pain, that are always present. With every breath, you feel more calm, centered, and empowered by your ability to notice all that is good in your life. You now find yourself noticing small victories, moments of joy, and signs of progress that you may have once overlooked. It's as if your mind is magnetized to the positive, pulling in evidence of your success from every direction. The smallest signs of progress feel significant because you now know that they are proof of forward momentum. You naturally appreciate your efforts, your growth, and the encouragement that surrounds you. Your mind is clear and focused and confident. And you feel a deep sense of pride as you realize how much you've already accomplished. Every experience holds value, and you easily recognize this now. This shift is deeply embedded in your subconscious mind, and you trust yourself to maintain this clear and balanced perspective every day. So from this moment forward, you feel calmer, clearer, and in control. Your mind naturally releases the habit of assuming the worst, and instead you find yourself focusing on balanced and realistic outcomes. You now understand that the future holds many possibilities, and you are prepared to handle each one of them with strength and clarity. Your thoughts become steady and grounded, allowing you to respond to challenges with logic and calm reasoning. Each time you face uncertainty, your mind stays present. You easily find practical steps for moving forward instead of leaping to the worst case. You now have this clear, steady mindset growing stronger with each passing day. Because you trust in your ability to face any challenge that arises, your mind shifts its focus from fear to possibility, recognizing that every situation offers multiple outcomes, and so many of them are positive, and you find your mind gravitating to all the positive things that could happen. You faced challenges before, and you've grown stronger. This truth is now deeply rooted in your subconscious. Instead of being consumed by what-ifs, you remain present and resourceful, because you know that you're equipped to adapt, to solve problems, and to move forward. And every day, this sense of calm certainty becomes more automatic, allowing you to meet life's twists and turns with strength and patience and trust in yourself. So from this moment forward, you recognize that you are only responsible for your own actions and choices and responses. You release the habit of taking responsibility for the thoughts and feelings and outcomes of other people. Your mind is clear and focused, allowing you to recognize what is truly within your control and what is not. Other people's reactions are shaped by their own experiences, thoughts, and emotions, not yours. This awareness brings a deep sense of freedom and peace with every breath, feeling lighter, knowing you're free from the weight of blame that was never yours to carry. And your mind is now focusing on self-compassion and self-trust. You recognize that you've always done the best that you could with the knowledge and resources that you had at the time. There's no need to criticize yourself for outcomes beyond your control. Instead, you see each experience as an opportunity to learn and grow. Your inner voice is kind, encouraging, supportive, reminding you that your worth is not dependent on the feelings or choices of others. This truth is so deeply rooted in your mind, and it strengthens you every day. You're now walking through life with clarity and self-assurance. You're free from guilt, and you're empowered by your ability to focus on what you can change, and that is your own actions and thoughts and feelings. So you release the need to fix labels to yourself or anyone else. Your mind now understands that one moment, one mistake, or one experience does not define a person. You recognize that people, including yourself, are always growing and learning and evolving. Every day is a fresh opportunity for growth and change. So your thoughts are now flexible, allowing you to see yourself and others as dynamic, multi-dimensional beings. Instead of labels, You see possibilities. You feel a sense of freedom as you release these rigid judgments, knowing that you are so much more than a single moment. The people you know, so much more than a single characteristic. With every breath, you feel this truth taking deeper root within your mind. And you find that you're now speaking to yourself and others with kindness and compassion. No longer calling yourself a name or accepting any harsh labels that others may have given you. You're recognizing your strengths, your growth, and your capacity to adapt and learn from every experience. Your mind is automatically focusing on the whole picture, not just isolated moments. Each experience becomes a lesson. Each mistake an opportunity for growth. And now the words you use to describe yourself and others are empowering, uplifting, encouraging. As this truth becomes deeply rooted in your subconscious, you're feeling stronger, more confident, more understanding towards yourself and others, because you trust in yourself and in other people's ability to change and grow. And now you can see the potential that exists within every person, including yourself. So from this moment forward, you know that feelings are valuable signals, but they just don't tell the whole story. Your mind now seeks a clear perspective, and you recognize that your emotions are temporary and ever-changing. So when a strong emotion arises, you always pause. You allow yourself to observe it without judgment. This calm observation allows you to see the full picture and respond not by emotion, but with wisdom and clarity. Because these feelings are not always absolute truth. Instead, you see them as one part of a larger understanding. With every breath, this new perspective is growing stronger and more automatic in your mind. You approach your thoughts and feelings with patience and curiosity, no longer reacting impulsively to strong emotions. Instead, you recognize that emotions are visitors. They're passing through, but never staying forever. Your mind automatically searches for evidence, for facts, and it has a balanced understanding of each situation. You can now see things as they truly are and not as they temporarily feel. Each day you feel more in control of your responses, more attuned to your wisdom. This truth is becoming deeply rooted in your mind, and you feel calm and steady, so that you can navigate every situation with reason and logic. From this moment forward, your mind is becoming freer with every passing day from the burden of rigid should statements. You recognize that these expectations are only beliefs. You're now free to approach each situation with flexibility and self-compassion. Instead of what you should do, you now ask, what is the most helpful thing for me right now? And this question brings peace. You feel a profound sense of freedom as you let go of all your unrealistic expectations, and you embrace the truth that you're always doing your best with what you have in each moment. You now approach each day with flexibility, not clinging to narrow definitions of how things should be. Instead, you recognize your life as a process of growth. Each step forward, you are making progress. You know you will adapt, adjust, and you will make choices that honor your well-being. And when setbacks occur, you meet them with patience and understanding, because you know that perfection is not attainable. And from this moment forward, you trust in the power of clear communication. You recognize that other people's thoughts and feelings are their own. shaped by their own unique experiences, and you feel at ease knowing you're free to focus on your own well-being. You can't assume or guess what others are thinking or feeling. Instead, you approach each relationship with openness, curiosity, and kindness. Your thoughts are clear, and your heart is calm, and your sense of self is strong. So every interaction that you have with others, you approach with confidence and a sense of ease. You can engage authentically. You're focused on what is true and supportive. And you know that the most effective way to connect with others is through open, honest communication. You ask questions for clarity with compassion. You listen deeply to others. You trust that most people are focused on their own thoughts and experiences, and this awareness brings you a deep sense of clarity. Each day, you're strengthening your ability to remain present and connected, allowing for genuine, open-hearted interactions. Now imagine for a moment that you are standing on the edge of a forest path. You're gazing down the trail with all its twists and turns. Now you may be tempted to predict what lies ahead, or maybe you're imagining obstacles or dangers hidden behind the bend. But just as you take a deep breath and step forward, you realize that each step you take reveals something new, and not the dangers you feared, but opportunities, beauty, and paths you never could have seen from a distance. This forest is alive with possibility. You can't see the entire path from where you stand. You can't see the whole future from this moment. The future is not a rigid, pre-written script. It's more like a book being written as you walk through it. Every choice you make, every action you take is like turning a page to reveal the next page of the story. You're not a passive witness to a predetermined future. You are the author of this book. And as you breathe in the fresh, calm air of the forest, you feel a deep sense of trust in your ability to navigate the path that comes next. You've done it before. Every challenge you've overcome, every success you've achieved, you've began with a step into the unknown. And just like that, you realize that the future does not have to be feared or controlled. It's a place where your choices, your resilience, and your courage take shape as it unfolds. If you think about the sky before a storm, the clouds may gather dark and heavy, and it's easy to assume the rain will be relentless and unending, but no storm lasts forever. Just as the sky shifts from clouds to clear blue, the moment of uncertainty in your life will shift also. You've seen this happen time and time again. The storms always end. The clouds break apart and the sun shines through with warmth and clarity. Predicting that the storm will last forever is like believing the sun has disappeared for good. But you know better. You've seen it the way light returns, the way peace follows turbulence. And in the same way, you can let go of the need to predict the future as bleak and stormy. Instead, you trust in the natural rhythm of life. The way change happens, growth occurs, and clarity always follows confusion. And each new day is an opportunity for something different, something better. It's true that the rain may come, but it will pass. And when it does, you will be stronger for having weathered it. And in this moment, you realize that you have the power to meet whatever comes your way with strength and patience, knowing that every storm clears, every challenge shifts, and the future is far more open than your mind once believed. You're now stepping into a new way of thinking. One where you fully recognize the power that you hold within yourself, This is a profound shift, one that frees you from the weight of blame. Instead of looking outward for causes or culprits, you turn inward with confidence. You realize that while other people's actions may influence a situation, it's your response that is entirely yours. You're not a victim of circumstance, you're the creator of experiences. And each choice you make going forward, each perspective you hold, builds the reality that you live in. It isn't about fault or guilt, it's about empowerment. And the more you take ownership of your inner world, your thoughts, your words, your actions, the stronger you will feel. So every day and every moment, you have the ability to choose a different path forward, to learn and grow and shape your life in ways that feel right to you. With each passing day, you're feeling a deeper sense of the beauty of this personal responsibility, and with that responsibility comes the gift of freedom. You have the freedom to change and improve and succeed. And as you embrace this perspective, you're noticing a shift on how you approach challenges. Rather than waiting for others to change or for circumstances to improve, you're looking for what you can do right now. You've discovered that solutions come faster when you're focused on what's within your control. With each step you take towards responsibility, you feel stronger, more capable, and more in charge of your life. There's no more blaming others. Every experience, whether easy or challenging, becomes an opportunity for you to learn and grow, and you're trusting yourself more deeply now, knowing you have the inner strength to face anything that comes your way. Each decision, each action, no matter how small, is moving you closer to the life that you can create for yourself, a good life. You're no longer waiting for others to change. You're leading this change within yourself, because that is where your true power lies. You've released the weight of control from your mind and body, letting go of things that were never yours to control. You recognize that while you have influence over your own choices, your own actions, and your own thoughts, there are many aspects of life that exist beyond your reach, but it's okay. True peace comes from knowing the difference. You no longer feel the need to grip tightly to outcomes, to people, to events. Instead, you're focused on what is within your power, your attitude, your responses, your perspective. And this shift in focus fills you with peace. You realize that life's unpredictability isn't something to fear, but something to accept. And as you continue to let go of what you can't control, you feel a profound sense of relief. No longer trying to control the uncontrollable has freed you from unnecessary stress and worry. You've shifted your energy towards what truly matters, your personal growth, your learning, your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. So the challenges no longer feel like threats, because you know you're not required to control every part of them. Instead, you meet them with curiosity and resilience and patience. You're no longer pulled in every direction by the actions of others or the unpredictability of life events, because you've created a space within yourself where peace resides, untouched by external chaos. And this is your sanctuary. It is a place of power where you know that you're capable of handling anything, not by controlling, but by mastering your own mind and heart. And with this realization, you feel more grounded, more powerful, and more free than you ever have before. Life may not always be fair, but that's something you've come to accept with wisdom. Rather than feeling defeated by this truth, you've discovered something far more powerful: the ability to rise above it. No matter how challenging or unfair or unexpected a situation may be, you trust in your ability to meet it head on. You've faced these difficulties before, and each one has made you stronger and wiser and more resilient. You don't need things to be fair because you've realized that the power lies in your response. And you know that you can't always control the world around you, but you can control the way you show up in it. And every time you rise above an unfair situation, you feel your confidence growing, your strength deepening, and your belief in yourself is becoming unshakable. And this newfound strength is filling every part of you. No longer searching for fairness, you've shifted your focus to mastery, to growth, and to trusting yourself. You've let go of the need for life to be fair, and you've replaced it with the knowledge that you are capable of handling life. This is not wishful thinking. It's rooted in experience because you've overcome obstacles. You've risen from setbacks, and you've navigated through moments of uncertainty before, and every single time you've survived. You've come out stronger. This is your truth. So when challenges arise, you don't shrink. You expand. And with every expansion, you become more capable, more powerful, and more certain that you can handle anything that life places before you. So you recognize that being perfect, that being right, is not the ultimate goal. Preserving relationships, fostering love, and nurturing respect are far more rewarding. And you're open to the idea that you don't have to know everything. It's perfectly okay. Life is a continuous journey of learning and growing, and each experience brings with it new insights and perspectives. And you pride yourself with your openness, your ability to listen, your willingness to consider other viewpoints. Every time you release the need to win, you're actually winning something much greater: deeper connection, peace of mind, and confidence. This shift in thinking feels light and freeing. You're no longer weighed down with the pressure to be perfect or the need to prove yourself to others. You're free to be you, to be human, to be curious, and to grow stronger through every experience. And as you embrace these new perspectives, you're noticing a deep sense of calm within yourself, no longer feeling the need to defend every position. You're now able to engage with others with compassion, patience, understanding. You're willing to listen without judgment, knowing that every person's perspective holds something valuable. You're admitting when you're wrong, because being wrong is no longer a threat. It's a sign of strength and courage and wisdom. It's evidence that you're growing and maturing. And you're not afraid to say, "I'm still learning," because that's exactly what you are doing, learning and growing and evolving into the very best version of yourself. Every time you let go of the need to be right, you are making room for greater understanding and a deeper sense of peace. And with every step on this path, you feel more at ease with yourself and with others, because you now understand a profound truth: that nothing outside of you needs to change for you to experience true happiness. Happiness is not something to be chased, fixed, or found in the actions of others. It's already within you, waiting to be uncovered and embraced. And as you turn your attention inward, you realize that your peace and joy and contentment are not tied to external conditions. There is no person or situation or event that has the power to take away your happiness unless you allow it. You've reclaimed your power by recognizing that the only change that matters is the shift that happens within you. And you're continually reminding yourself of this truth. Because it's yours, this wellspring of happiness. And it cannot be touched by the world outside. And as you embrace this inner shift, you're embracing that new sense of freedom. You no longer depend on others to behave a certain way, or for life to unfold in a specific manner for you to feel happy. Instead, you've discovered that joy comes from your thoughts and your choices and your perceptions of the world. You don't need to change people or control things you can't control. Instead, you're focused on this inner world. Knowing everything you need to feel at peace already exists within you. Every moment is an opportunity to return to that space of inner calm within. Because you can meet any situation with grace and patience and understanding. Life doesn't have to go your way for you to feel good. You've learned to find joy in the present moment, to accept what is, and to grow from every experience. And this shift in perspective is granting you the gift of lasting peace. And this peace follows you wherever you go. This is the courage of truth. The truth about yourself, your life, and the possibilities ahead. You no longer need to avoid or deny or resist what is. You face it with strength and clarity. You understand that acknowledging the areas within yourself that need growth is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of profound strength. And each moment of honest reflection becomes an opportunity for you to evolve. With every insight you gain, you feel more empowered to create a beautiful life. You're not afraid to see within yourself what needs to be changed because you trust in your ability to make all of those changes. You've done hard things before, and every challenge you've faced has only made you wiser and more capable and resilient. And now, with the same courage, you see yourself not as someone struggling to fix things, but as someone steadily rising into the person you were always meant to be. And as you embrace this truth, you feel a deep sense of possibility unfolding within you. No longer trapped by fear or self-doubt, you've tapped into this well of inner strength that is guiding you forward. And once again, you see your life as this beautiful canvas, and every day is a brushstroke of intention and purpose. The life you're creating is vibrant, beautiful, and uniquely yours. You are becoming the change. Your choices, your actions, and your beliefs are the tools that you are using to shape your reality. You're not bound by your past or limited by your present circumstances. Your future is truly your masterpiece, and it's still in progress. And you trust in this process of becoming, knowing that each step is bringing you forward, closer to the life that you're dreaming of. You're walking a path of growth, feeling proud of how far you've come, knowing you're actively creating a life that is positive and meaningful and beautiful. And as this artist within you holds this powerful brush of possibility, as you stand before the canvas of your life, take a moment now to decide whether you're ready to drift off into a peaceful sleep or perhaps embrace the rest of your day. And for those preparing to sleep, let the canvas of your mind slowly fade into a gentle darkness, each breath allowing the colors to soften and blend like watercolors in the night. Feel your body becoming heavier and sinking deeper into a restful stillness. And for those awakening to their day, let the colors of this canvas begin to brighten and sharpen in your mind. A new canvas of a new day awaits you, fresh and full of potential. Now take 3 more breaths at your own gentle pace, allowing yourself to naturally follow the path that serves you best in this moment, whether that's drifting into a peaceful sleep or rising up to embrace your day with inspiration and hope.